Hey everybody, welcome back to another Double J podcast. I'm Justin,
I'm Jeff.
and in today's episode, we're gonna be telling y'all about a little story time. Look, I don't think it's charged all the way.
No, but it's going to charge enough. And we just, after we get done doing the video and all that, we're going to have to put on the charge at the hotel. I'll just come check in tomorrow or the next day.
That's how it was doing yesterday, and that bitch fucking just. But it was showing fucking 2 bars.
Oh, it's good enough.
Anyway, today's video we're gonna be talking about story time. Pretty much telling y'all about the time that we skipped school and got an ass chewing and ended up going to Hooters.
And by the way, that whole day was my 16th birthday. So
it was me, him, and our buddy Casey. Fucking skipped school, went walking down the train tracks, met up with a girl named Emily and her boyfriend. I can't remember. Do you remember his name?
I don't have a clue.
I don't remember.
I just remember that he has a prosthetic eye. You could use to take it out all the time and put it back in, use different designs.
But
there it goes.
Yeah, man, we met up with them and we went walking, dude. I don't even. I think we got over to Colbert or somewhere in there.
All out in the boondocks. It was all on the railroad tracks. Remind you guys, the whole time we got on the tracks.
I don't remember exactly where we went to. All I know is we skipped school. The three of us, we met up with them two, went walking, did the train tracks. Yeah, see, there it goes.
Oh man, that's bogus. Oh well, can't stop the video. Just the way it is. Just after, yeah. Hey, it works.
Hey, it's real life shit, y'all.
Yeah, difficulties.
Real life shit. But
we can't see your face, so.
God damn it.
We keep it going. We'll find something. And just talk to him, you know what I mean? This is part of the video. Think a Kleenex will work?
I don't know, maybe.
Oh yeah, there we go. We'll fix that real quick.
But yeah, so we met up with them and we went walking. I don't remember exactly. I think Culver or some shit like that. I don't remember where we were at, but we met up with them. We hung out with them for a while. And then I think we went to his house, or it might have been their house. I'm not sure. I don't remember exactly, but they end up staying there. You know what I mean? And me, him, and our buddy Casey that we're always telling about, we continued walking.
And look, we was going through freaking cow fields with barbed wire keep the cow fences. We was climbing through that, just going through cow fences, running from cows, man. It was an adventure, man, for real.
Yeah, we went running through all that stuff, man, and we had to run from bulls and all kinds of shit. But me, him, and Casey, we continued on whenever Emily and her boyfriend or whoever he was at the time.
Boyfriend at the time, yeah.
Spotter under your foot.
Boom. Got that motherfucker.
But yeah, dude, we quit walking with him and we started coming back into town, and his dad caught us.
And it was at night too, so
yeah, it was like probably 8 o'clock.
Yeah, it was dark.
Somewhere in there. It just got dark. We thought we'd got away with it. We thought, hell, we're
good.
We're good. We done, made it past the time. We'll go home like nothing ever happened.
But
we got, I want to say it was right here by where we're recording at. We were coming across the train track.
And my dad just seen us, and he just looked at us. Or did he stop? No, he just kept on driving.
He kept driving until we got to your house.
Yeah, and then
Then that's when he was like, "You motherfuckers think you're slick, huh?"
For a whole hour, I think. It was a good minute, wasn't it?
It was a good chewing, dude. It was a good chewing.
So because me and my dad, we lived on the east side, right? My grandma's house was across, literally, over here on the other side. And we and my dad had a trailer right there. And that's where he bitched us out for at least an hour. That's where we were staying, me and my dad.
And then after it was all said and done, he was like, "All right, Who wants to go to Hooters?
We all said, yeah, let's go. My 16th birthday, so that's crazy. All that happened, get a lecture, and my dad said, yeah, who want to go to Hooters? And of course, Justin and Casey said, yeah, let's go.
Hell yeah, me and Casey had never been, bro.
So
I was down for it. I was like, fuck it. I ain't never been. Casey was like, I ain't never been. Jeff was like,
I never been.
fuck, let's go. So we got up there, and of course, you know, they come over, set us down.
We ordered our food.
This girl kept rubbing her shit on my knee.
That's what he loves to talk about. They had piccolos. That was the case. And the piccolos were you love the piccolos
Yeah, it
too.
was me and Casey. Me and
Yeah, you
Casey.
both love the piccolos, fried pickles.
Yeah. I ate a fucking bunch of them, dude. Take them fried pickles and dip them in ranch.
That's probably fire, but I don't really like fried pickles. So
Then the funny thing is we're all sitting there eating. About halfway through, they come over and grab Jeff, take him up front.
look, I'm the birthday boy, man. I didn't know this was going to happen. I bet my dad did, and he just didn't want to tell me or something because his face was priceless. But they was laughing at me like, oh, yeah, yeah. But I had to stand up with all like 10, 15 Hooter girls, something like that.
Yeah, it was like
With
10,
me.
15 Hooter girls, and then I think there was you and 2 other people or 3 other people.
Yeah, and they were just walking in a circle singing happy birthday and all that. It was a fun night. A memory I would never forget to this day. It's just like it was yesterday.
Yeah, that's first and last time I ever been to Hooters.
Yeah.
That day after we got asked.
To think of it, I haven't been to another Hooters since my 16th birthday.
I know
Which is
damn well
crazy.
Casey, our buddy Casey ain't been to another one, I know.
Oh no, he's homebody, man. He's homebody all day.
He's
He ain't working,
homebody.
he's homebody. You
Taking
got
care
that
of-
beautiful baby girl that
taking
you
care of
got.
that little girl.
Yeah, she's so cute. She gets so big.
She's getting big. I seen a picture on Facebook. She's getting big.
Yeah, man. She's so light too. Every time I go over there, they always able to hold her for a second. And she just looks at me with the blue eyes and just stares like, who's this? She always smiles. Baby, you're cute though.
One of these days, by God, I've got another mic. And I don't know if I'll be able to plug it into this one and run that one with these. I hadn't tried it. I don't know if they're compatible or not, but one of these days we're gonna get his ass up here in a video.
Oh yeah, man.
You
Casey-
won't get but maybe 3, 4 fucking words out of him, and then he'll be ready to go do something else.
Yeah, but trust me, you'll know because he's loud and you will hear him. He's funny though. He'll probably say some funny ass shit. It's hilarious. It could guarantee it's gonna be something funny or something stupid to make everybody laugh. I guarantee you that.
It's gonna be
Because
a hell of a thing.
He's a class clown, always been. He's fucking hilarious. I think he's
But
hilarious.
one of these days, y'all, for those that don't know him personally or don't know us personally that's met him, he is our mechanic.
Yeah.
He's the one that knows how to fix cars like no other, man.
You can just let him test drive it, and if there's something wrong with it, he can hear and just tell you what's wrong with it. It's just insane. Or describe to you, just tell him what kind of car, what model, what
Just put it
year.
this way. We were on our way to Cheyenne, Wyoming.
Yeah, that's a good story.
His
too.
fucking shifter cable broke
Yeah, middle in Texas, somewhere in Boondocks, Texas.
somewhere over in Texas, bro. So I called this motherfucker on Facebook Messenger.
FaceTime, not just, FaceTime.
On Facebook Messenger.
And we never
FaceTime.
FaceTime it. Never FaceTime it.
Called him and I was like, hey, bro, listen, this is what happened. This is what's going on. We need some information. On the phone, he told me where to go, what to look for to shift that car without a cable. And
Yeah.
we did that the whole fucking way to
The whole
Cheyenne.
time. And Justin couldn't get under there. I'm the one. So Justin was holding the phone, holding the light, while Casey was explaining to Justin, and Justin was explaining to me where to go. Because at first I couldn't find it because I wasn't going farther back. But yeah, we had to do that every time we stopped. Like we get gas or bathroom break. So the shifter cable broke. So you can't stop and put it in gear. You know what I mean? So every time someone had to stay in the driver's seat, I had to get under the car, shift it in the park so they could get out. Every time.
Unless one of us didn't have to go to the bathroom, then we just sat there
Yeah.
and hold the brake.
But it was holding the brake the whole time. You couldn't be in there without not holding that brake. It would go forward.
But it was still fun. And then to top it all off, we go through all that shit. And we get almost into Cheyenne.
Like Loveland or somewhere, man.
Almost into Cheyenne, and this motherfucker has a goddamn blowout.
Blowout on the fucking highway, though. Boom. And we was there for at least an hour and a half or something like that. And let me remind you, it was hot in Colorado and Cheyenne that day. Okay, I swear to God, we almost had a heat stroke. We was on the highway.
I think it was like fucking, if I'm not mistaken, I think at that time it was like the upper 80s.
Probably felt like, no, I think it was 90s, man.
It might have been, I don't
Yeah, it felt like 100.
I just know it was hot as fuck. Even with a breeze, I was sweating.
But
I wasn't even doing shit.
No, until we had to change that tire. And we both fucking wore
until that fucking cop showed up and he was like, hey, what's going on?
But it took almost an hour and a half for all these cars on this major highway going back and forth to even say, hey, one cop came and stopped me, was nice and said, hey, boom, boom, boom. He let me know what was going on. We have this tag on after so many days. If it's still here, they're going to tow it. So we had to make sure.
Luckily, his woman lived close to us. So when we called her and told her what was going on, because she'd call and check and make sure, where we were at and how long we were going to be. She came to us, took us into town to go find a tire.
Man, it almost beat that dude up. I was so pissed too. Gosh.
It was one of those self-serve, like car chop
It's in Cheyenne, Wyoming. I forgot the name, but go ahead.
It's, I don't remember the name either, but basically what you do is you go in there, you find any fucking part for your car, you pull it.
Like a scrapyard, but different.
It's yours. So we went in there and we were looking for tires. The guy that we talked to didn't want to fucking show us where they were at. Didn't want to fucking come out and help. Didn't want to talk. Didn't want to do shit. So we go out and we find a tire and we push it in. And he's like, no, man, that goes with a set. We can't sell that.
Well, you could have let us know.
Fuck. We take the tire back out. We find another tire, roll it in. So by the time we get through all this without their fucking help, we push it back in. He's like, oh, we're fixing to close in 10 minutes, so I can't help you.
No, he said the card. Because I didn't have cash.
We had to do cash.
Yeah.
Or he didn't have that card reader was broke.
So he was rude about it. I was
keep
mad.
In mind, he didn't tell us none of this when we got there. He didn't say, oh, yeah, make sure you use cash because the card reader's broke. He didn't do none of that until we fucking spent almost an hour looking for a fucking tire.
At least.
We pushed that one in there and he was like, oh, that's part of a set.
Yeah, and they could have let us know that. It was a big headache. I was mad. Look, so after they told us that, we said, okay, keep this tire right here up front with you guys. We'll be right back. So
then that's when he was like, now we're finna close.
Yeah. I said, hold on, man. Look, man, you didn't tell us nothing. Let me go to the store, the Maverick.
And keep in mind, there were some other guys outside, and he went out and helped them.
Yeah.
Got them situated. But he wouldn't let us fucking buy the tire because they were fixing to close, but he was helping these other fucking people.
Which irritated me even more. Then we had to go to the store, and look, we had a time schedule. My old lady had to go get her daughter from school while all this was happening. You know what I mean? It was big, hectic. I was mad because she had to go and take me to the store, get fucking cash, and do all this and go back. Didn't be able to pick her up. We did though, but still,
we got it done. We were still on schedule. The only thing, it just pissed us off because not only did we go there, get a tire, and get told it wasn't the right tire, nobody was trying to fucking help.
No customer service at all.
When we finally found a tire, they were closing, but yet helping other people. So then we left, went to the store, pulled the money off, had to wait until the next day, go back up there the next day. They put the fucking tire up, so we had to look for it again. Finally found it. They changed the fucking price on it, so he had to fucking pay a little extra. Finally got the goddamn tire paid for, and fucking, I had to tell him, Jeff, just take you a deep breath.
Yeah,
because I could see it on his face. He told me there wasn't shit going on, but I could see it on his face. He wanted to hit that sumbitch because I wanted to hit the motherfucker.
Look, I went to the ATM right before the day and all this, or after they told us they're about to close or whatever. So we went to the store, and you could tell. I don't know what they was talking about, but I guess Jessica was telling Nikki that I look bad, and she was talking to him. So she went in there and she calmed me down. But most of the time, most people can't just, when I'm in that state, just touch me. And normally you're going to get stalked out if I don't know who you are, you know what I mean? But she calmed me down. It was good. Yeah. At first, she didn't think she would be able to calm me down, but I knew she would. But
I told her what was going on. I told her, I said, look, these motherfuckers has got us fucking, hell, I was pissed off, and it wasn't even my tire.
No.
It wasn't my car. I was just fucking because the customer service there,
was
I mean, don't get
horrible.
me wrong, I'm pretty sure other people there would help, and I'm pretty sure they, for all I know, they could have been having a bad day.
It could have
So
been a bad day, but
I don't want to talk bad about them because it's a business, but at the same time, that day your customer
service was
shit.
trash. You didn't have to be like that. You could have gave us a heads up. You could have been, more respectful and not so much of a dick because I wanted to hit you in the face.
Because we get it. He works at fucking KFC. I work at Castile Tires. We get it. You get close to closing, motherfuckers want to come in knowing that there's 3-4 minutes left. And 10 times out of 10, when somebody pulls in at that time, you're still going to have to serve them or take care of them.
Yeah.
So then it prolongs your closing process. So I get it. They might have been, which, yet again, we're not from Cheyenne, so we don't know what time they close. We don't know what time they open. We didn't know none of that. All we knew is we were fucking stranded. We needed a tire. That was the place to go get it.
Yes.
Now, had he fucking, when we walked in, had he been like, hey, man, we close at this time, so if you find a tire, we'll set it to the side and you can come back tomorrow. That would have perfectly fine.
That would have been totally different, man.
It would have had a totally different outcome.
Yeah, totally.
But I don't know, man. It kind of irritated me, and I'm normally the chill one. My fuse, after being in prison and getting out, dude, my fuse has grown because I used to be like that. I used to fucking drop of a hat, dude. I used to get pissed off and ready to box. But
I'm working on it. Just to remind you, and that's still hard.
You got to remember though, he's only been out 2 years.
Yeah,
I've been out since 2014. That's almost 11, if not 11 years. And being inside, for those that don't know, your whole mindset has to change.
I'm still trying to get used to it. I'm doing pretty good than most people, but don't get me wrong, I still have those episodes, and I have anger problems anyways. So it just don't help when it adds on.
Yeah.
It just adds fuel to it. But like he was telling her, and she came in the store and calmed me down because I wanted to just.
That's the whole goal. The whole goal is to be better today than you was yesterday.
Yes.
And as long as you try to do that,
you're going in the right direction. You know what I mean?
That's all people can ask for.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of messed up though. We was on that highway forever, man, and nobody wanted to fucking.
Dude, there wasn't nobody fucking trying to stop, bro. Everybody that come by would be like, "Oh, what the hell?" and then just keep going.
Let's keep going. Like if they was in a situation, they would probably want someone to stop too. But
which is weird because he said normally in that area, people are pretty friendly, but nobody. The only person that fucking stopped was a cop, and I think the only reason he stops because people called him in.
Yeah, probably. Yes, he was the only cop. I remind you on this busy highway. I want to say Loveland or somewhere around there, going to Cheyenne. You know what I mean? It was almost to Cheyenne, maybe 30 minutes, maybe a little bit longer from.
Probably about 30, 45 minutes.
We was on the highway going there. Okay, look. In the trip and going there, I went to his house and I was saying, "Hey, you guys want to still come and all this?" And they was talking maybe it's work, I don't know. Then I went out there, called Nikki, and I said, "I'm still going no matter what." Then I came back in and they said, "No, we're gonna go. We ain't just going to leave you because Justin said we know that you're gonna go anyway, if the car's fucked up or not." I appreciate that.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I knew I didn't know the tire was going to blow, nor did I know the shift cable was going to break.
No, that was new. But we knew my car was, you
got to keep in mind, his car has been down to Cheyenne 3-4 times. And the second time we went down there, he was already having problems. The second time we went down there is when the shift cable broke, the fucking tire blew out. His car was making a weird fucking noise.
Yeah.
I mean, you keep in mind, this motherfucker went down there and come back and had to go 2 transmissions.
2 fucking transmissions. My dad had paid for the first one.
The second one wasn't his fault. The second one was the manufacturer. They fucked up molding it or cutting it, or the first time because he put it on. They got everything hooked up, put fluid in it, and then found out there were shavings in it. And that was from the manufacturer. They fucked up cutting it or molding it or whatever.
And the second time we thought we fucked up again, but it turns out that after me and Casey put it up in there, there was a cable that wouldn't let it shift that needed to be in there with it. After Casey put that back in, it started working fine. But my car has been through some shit, okay?
Not to mention the fucking 2 wrecks we almost got in.
Yes.
First time we did fucking complete 180 because the GPS was telling us to go straight and then switch to a turn. I was like, "Dude, we're supposed to turn here," and we fucking 180'd in the highway.
And all I had to do, I wasn't thinking. All I had to do was turn the steering wheel and just kept going because it wasn't like a sharp turn. I didn't have to stop at all.
And what fucked him was he slammed on the brakes.
I know that was a bad idea, but at that
And
time,
it was raining.
yeah, so it slipped. So we went into a ditch, but nobody was around.
Nobody saw it.
Nobody around. And
Nobody was around from the time we started sliding, spinning into the ditch, got out of the ditch, back onto the road. Nobody was around. Once we got back on the road, then cars started showing up.
that's why I think the transmission started fucking up because it took a couple times before my car started back up. I thought our trip was done. It was by like Oklahoma City or somewhere. We thought just as our shit, our trip's done.
Our vacation's over with.
It's done.
It's over with.
But no, she started.
And then the second time was here in town, we fucking turned the corner and I was like,
It was raining too. The roads were wet.
yeah, it was wet.
I wasn't expecting my wheel to catch like that.
Jeff fucking give it some gas. And we fucking slid in the rain into the ditch and come out of the ditch. And as we were coming out of the ditch, we hit a fucking light pole.
And remind you, this is a normal back road, a road that
Yeah,
everybody drives on. Nobody was around.
This is a normal back road. This ain't the highway. This is normal in-town
Street
back
road, in-town road, yeah. And nobody was around. Let me remind you, there's an auto parts store there. There's a dance store around that place, But nobody seen, no cops, no nothing.
Yeah, that car's been through some shit.
But that if you ever see my car and on the driver's side there's a big dent in it, that's from hitting the pole.
If you ever meet us, or you don't, or so the people that know us personally have seen our vehicles. On mine and his vehicle, I think it was once we got out of Texas. Once we made it through that long ass Texas, we stopped at a store, and
the first time we went through Kansas, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So the second time we didn't go through that because Kansas sucked. I told everybody Kansas sucked.
Once we got through that long ass fucking narrow open road bullshit, we stopped at a store, and at this store they had a sticker that said, "But did you die?" We both bought it. We
it's
put
on
it
our car right now. But did you die? That's
so
why.
I have a blue Tahoe. He's got a silver tan Tahoe.
Mine's a 2001 4-wheel drive.
2004 2-wheel drive. But if we ever, so when we get big enough to start doing like meet and greets, maybe hopefully we'll still have these vehicles. Because you know how vehicles are. Sometimes they just take a shit on you and there ain't nothing you can do about it because it takes money.
Yeah.
But maybe one day we get big enough, we do a meet and greet, and you get to see these vehicles that we talk about.
Yeah, and it's true stories because on the back of my passenger side, there's this black thing cover, and that's gone because I got mad that day when we was on the highway and I punched it out. Literally, it's gone.
The day we had a blowout.
I was pissed. It was hot.
It was hot. He was pissed, punched it smooth out. I didn't even notice it. I didn't know nothing about it until I think we got back to town, and I was like, "Jeff, what the fuck happened here? Is that from the wreck on the in-town street?" He was like, "No, I got mad and punched that motherfucker."
Because look, man, we was on the highway and we had to change the tires, and if something went wrong, it wouldn't fit. That tire wouldn't fit.
The spare. So on his car, I believe is a 16 or 17, and the
265, 17, or something like that.
I don't know.
Something.
All I know is the rim itself is like a 16 or 17. And I think the tire that he had as a spare was a 20.
Yeah.
So we put the 20 on there thinking, all right, we're good. We can make it the rest of the way there.
We tried.
He put it on there and we go to leave and this motherfucker is like wobble like this and all you hear is,
Because that 20 was a top 20. So
I got out and I started looking at him. I was like, Jeff, this ain't going to work. He goes, well, yeah, the sound of the fucking shit sound like it's not going to work. I said, well, this is why. And I pointed out it's a fucking 20 and the rest of them are 16s or 17s.
So let's imagine the 120 way higher than the other one. So the other was a lower.
So your 16, 17's like this and the 20 is like this. So these three tires, what was happening is every time it would spin, these tires would come up and down.
Yeah.
So that's what was going on with his shit. And I think that's when he punched the black thing, I believe, is when we had to jack it up and take that fucking tire back off after putting it on. It was just a lot of
Because
shit.
literally, man, when we got back to my girlfriend's house, man, literally he slept well. I slept almost that next half, almost that whole day. He slept that whole day. It was over with him.
We were
He slept that whole next day.
we were physically drained, dude.
I'm
It was
surprised we
that
didn't
hot.
die because it felt like we felt like we was dying. We had bottles of water, at least 2 or 3, just coming back, going to get everything done. It was bad.
It was so bad that after we had gotten picked up and we went to go get that tire, we were already frustrated
Yeah.
and on the verge of like passing out. And then when we get up there and have to deal with that kind of bullshit at that fucking shop, that just pushed it over the edge. And that's why I was like, Jeff, just take you a deep breath and calm down. Because I knew I was about to lose it and I knew he was about to lose it. And one of us has got to have a goddamn head on our shoulders because we don't both need to be going to jail and fucking Cheyenne.
No. And because, yeah, he said right before we went in to pay, he said, Jeff, don't fucking do nothing stupid. I said, okay. So this is what we did. I was calm. You could tell I was kind of irritated. My face probably showed it. But I was respectful. I looked at him. We did the exchange. He said, thanks for your service. I said, thank you, bye. And just walked straight the fuck out. That's all I did.
And then we cussed him the fuck out when we got in the car.
Yeah.
But that's just fucking.
This is a couple of stories, man. And these ones that we've been talking about is recent. You know what I mean? In the past.
Yeah,
year.
the Hooters.
Almost year.
The Hooters.
Now, that was
back when we were like 15,
16. That was my 16th birthday.
But
You were 17. I was 16.
These 2 wrecks and the fucking tire and all that.
That's been out since I've been out.
That's just been
2
within the
years.
last 2 years. But
I think you guys might like that. You know what I mean? There were some good stories. Everybody that's subscribing or like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff.
yeah, we're not gonna try and keep y'all too long because I've noticed the longer the video, the longer it takes for me to upload it because my phone's shit. That's just all there is to it. I need a different phone, and that editing app it takes a minute, and all I'm doing is splicing our beginning or intro to the video, which prolongs the video because of the time. And then if the video is too long with it trying to splice them together and then do its fucking checking and make sure everything's good, it takes a minute.
Yeah, and I know there's other ways that can go faster. Look, we just need better stuff. You know what I mean? We got a laptop, but we need a Wi-Fi spot. We got some shit we're still trying to get working in our new spot. You know what I mean? So it's still kind of a work in progress here. But if you guys know any good equipment or good editing things,
So what I'm going to do, and I'm going to say this right now, right
hand me
here.
that shoulder.
I'm going to, when I get to the end of this, the last little bit of this video is going to be, which I'm going to need you to screenshot your fucking Cash App and send to me.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to put my Cash App bar QR, put his Cash App QR. And if you want to donate to help get everything that we need set up here done, you can. Not asking you for it. We don't need it. We don't want it. We do what we do out of our own pocket, and we're doing good. But if you feel in your heart that you want to donate or help, or if you're financially stable enough to where you feel, okay, I got $2, $3, $5, $10, whatever, then you can send it to one of our Cash Apps with a little, because on Cash App, it lets you do a little
tag
thing, and you can be like, put this is for video, or this is for vlog, or this is for podcast,
Double J podcast or something. You know what I mean?
Something like that. So
that's if you guys want to, though. You guys don't have no responsibility to.
Yeah, we're not holding it to you. We're not making an obligation. It's not a must.
No.
It's only if you feel like you want to.
Because there's people out there, their sole purpose is to get donations. Now, it will help us. The money that you do donate will go to our equipment that we need here, and you will see it on the videos. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I've said before, anything that's donated, what we'll do is the main priority is getting shit set up to where we can bring y'all decent content that's no problems, like this shit always dying, shit like that.
And probably get more content out, you know what I mean? Do more stuff, probably multiple videos. It just depends.
And then once we get to where we've got shit set up the way we need it and we're good, then anything after that, we'll do like, hell, we might do a video where we go and buy 5 or 6 meals and take and just find homeless people and give it to them because there's a lot here in our town.
Yeah, we can find a lot. Trust me. We were just waiting out here by our building. We were just waiting outside, and across the street, man, there was 2 homeless people had a card and everything with their stuff on it, man. Look, I've been homeless before. It's not good. It's really a bad deal. You just have to find the ones that are actually struggling and not just pretending or just doing that.
Yeah, you got to be careful because there's people that'll fucking sit and ask for money and they drive better cars than you.
Yeah, they're millionaires and they're still doing that. Why? Why? Is your life that boring that you want to sit on the highway, the hot streets, just having a sign? Come on now. People don't do that for the fun of it. I guess there are people, I guess, but that's not fun to me because I've tried that and I couldn't do it. I couldn't even stay in there for 30 minutes with the sign. I felt bad about myself saying, hey, I'm really going this slow and doing that, you know?
Listen, I have been homeless and lived in my car.
I lived in my car multiple times.
6 months out at the lake, and I never once, the only thing I ever did was come into town, hit up one of my homies and be like, hey, man, I need to wash clothes, or hey, I need to take a shower real quick. But other than that,
maybe get something to eat. You know what I mean? If we have food, what you definitely eat.
I couldn't sit out and beg for money.
No, I can't do it.
I mean, don't get me wrong. People that do it, I'm pretty sure they're needing it that bad. But
they have to do that. But I'm just saying, there's some people out there that don't need to do that. And me personally, I've tried. I've been homeless, and I couldn't just ask people for money. I'm not that kind of person. I'm not built that way, or whatever. I can't do it. If I could work for my money, I'd rather work for my money. I don't like nothing just handed to me.
Yeah.
Without me actually working for that money. You know what I mean?
But yeah, like I say, it's not an obligation. It's not something that we're doing to be like, hey, give us money. It's only if you feel like you want to. If you find it in your heart where you feel like, hey, I can donate to them, or if you're financially stable to be like, hey, I can throw 5 or 10 that way, cool. If you can't do nothing, hey, you're subscribed to the channel, you're liking, you're sharing, that's all we need.
That's really all. You know what I mean? We wouldn't be here without you guys. And the 18th of May, next month to the 25th, I'm going back up to see my girlfriend, my awesome, fantastic girlfriend that I love so much. And I can't wait to be there with you. I just wanted to say that I love you, baby.
Yeah, so this next Saturday, there probably won't be a video. Well, no, it'll be
a couple, maybe 2 more weeks. Because today's the 25th or 26th.
25th.
Or the 18th.
Is it the 25th?
I think it's the 25th.
I think it's 26th.
Hold on. It is the 26th. He was right. So the 26th.
26th. But
2 or 3 weeks away. That Saturday, it won't be. No, maybe because it's Sunday when I leave. The 18th on a Sunday. So maybe, unless you have something planned that Saturday.
I don't have shit planned, dude.
But it is a Sunday. The 18th and coming back. So I'll be there a week. So Sunday to Sunday. So you'll be off both of the days. So hopefully you'll be able to take me there and pick me back up.
I just know we got to take some money because the last couple of times we went down there, bro, them fucking tolls had caught us.
Yeah, see?
$2 to get in, $3 to get out.
Yeah, for the airport, yeah. Mm-hmm. It's stupid. They give you a ticket before you go in there, but when you go out, you still have to give that ticket and give them $3 to get back out. You can get on the highway.
It don't make no fucking sense.
Crazy.
And then once you get through paying all that, you still get a fucking thing in the mail, which is a license plate tag telling you, oh, well, you owe such and such for this toll.
Shit, I need to get a lot of mine paid. And look, man, every time we went there,
you know what we need to do?
My girlfriend, every time she drives here, she never hits one of them toll roads.
Except for this last time.
Except that last time, but that was
But rare. You know what we need to do?
That's rare.
We need to go to either the DMV or the tag office and find out where we need to go to get one of them Pike Pass.
Yeah.
Or those little toll passes where you go through there instead of fucking taking a picture of your shit and sending you a bill. It takes it off right then because you're paying, I forget how much a month, but you pay, and that's basically what it is. It's to keep fucking from getting those tickets or fines or whatever.
Yeah, we need to do that because every time we drive, somehow we make sure we don't get on a toll road.
Yeah, we literally jump on Google Maps and fucking put in the fastest route with no tolls and still somehow get hit with a toll.
But my girlfriend can do the same thing and she don't hit one at all, except this last time, which is rare. She normally don't hit no, so that's rare. I need to pay mine because that adding up.
Yeah, well, I think the last one I got is when we picked you up that day, and I think it was like $12.
Well, mine's like $50 or $100, so I didn't pay mine.
But no, I think that's going to do it for this episode, man. We just figured we'd jump on here and give y'all a little story time because we talked about it in our live or our last video.
On our live,
Yeah,
yes.
I think it was our live.
And people, get ready. Don't forget,
Hey,
we're going to do some live stuff too.
I'm telling y'all, dude.
Definitely when we get our stuff and doing our merch, I think we're going to have my phone or whatever, if we're both here, have our phones and do it live there, showing you what our product, showing you that we're talking about real shit.
Yeah.
Because I know we showed you that we have the stuff, but some people can show you and not actually do it.
Because so right here is the papers that you print off on. Got the straws. Inside this box is here you go, hold that.
Yeah, I'll hold that.
So inside this box is all the cups.
So we're talking about business, you know what I mean?
It's all the cups, you know what I mean? So we're dead serious about this little business.
You got a glove. You need a glove after you make some stuff. You don't want to burn your hands.
Yeah, especially after you do those cups, because those cups are fucking hot. But so we got the printer here. This is what we'll be hooking up to the laptop, be able to print off the shit.
Look at this. Well, yeah.
And then over here is the cup press. You put the cup.
Damn, yeah, nice job. Cut your finger off.
You put the cup in here, and then you push this down, and it presses on there. And then, of course, like you said, got the laptop here. Got these pop sockets that we did, or I've done before.
And look, a perfect example of a cup being done. This is what it's going to look like. You know what I mean? Our Double J podcast, our podcast with our faces.
And see, this is that's the little design that we're talking about for y'all.
Yeah, a clown.
The clown faces and the O's instead of putting the O's. But the cup, that's an example of what we can do. The pop socket, that's an example of what we can do. I mean, we're serious about this doing merch stuff. If it's something that y'all are into, if not, then I mean, we can do it as a side hustle for people that might want a hoodie that they can't get. Because like the hoodie I'm wearing,
we could do something like that.
Show them the back of that.
If you can read this, please back the fuck up. You know what I mean?
And fuck censor with fuck. And a lot of places, they won't make that because of the cussing.
We'll make that. We'll make all of that.
And then this hoodie, I got off a YouTuber. He goes by 6'4" Honda. He's a motorcycle vlogger.
Props to you. Most definitely.
But I tried to have this made because I seen it on his stuff, which he does hoodies, he does bags, he does fucking keychains, license plate, he does all kinds of stuff. But I bought this one because when I went to our place here and tried to get this shirt made, they told me that they couldn't do the cussing on it. So that made my brain start clicking on getting this stuff because we can do stuff that they can't.
Yeah.
Just like our decal sticker place. They can make certain stickers, but if there's any cussing or any of that, they can't do it.
And you really want something that ain't no cussing. If you're an adult, it just sounds stuff when you cuss.
I mean, my dad wanted a sticker on the back of his truck for whatever reason. I don't know, but it said "Fat bitches can't jump." I don't know why he wanted it.
That's messed up.
He talked to like 3 different people here in town that did vinyl stickers, and every one of them tried to blur out "bitch" with B, like a money sign, hashtag, shit like that. They didn't want to spell it out. They wanted to blur it. I mean, come on now. We're all adults. Everybody cusses. So why be censored?
Well, most people.
And go to a place that's going to try and censor it when you could holler at us and we could make it.
Because I know I don't like my stuff being censored. Definitely music. I don't like my good-ass music, and I'm about to go with it, and all of a sudden it's fucking blurred out. Like, what the fuck? I say the cuss word, and it's nothing.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, it's kind of nerve-wracking, but
what's at 52 subs? Thank you guys for rocking with us.
52
milestone. We did that live, so we're probably going to have some live videos, but we'll let you guys know. Well, we have to schedule it and do our time, so you guys will know.
We're sitting at 52. Like I said, every time we reach a big milestone. We're going to do a live. We're sitting at 52. So that's 7, 8 more subs and we'll be at 60. And that'd be another giveaway, another live.
Yeah.
For those wondering, the $50 was his woman, my woman, because those videos took so long to upload. Don't know if anybody else that was subbed to the channel was in there. I know we had quite a few people in there. After it ended, it told us.
But nobody was writing down saying, hey, and all this, you know what I mean? And
nobody that was subbed to our channel was on there
besides our
talking, except for our women and some other hater. Which props to that guy.
Props to that guy.
No haters, no, you're not doing something right. But
he was just saying it was boring and other stuff like that. But don't get me wrong, we're still work in progress. We're sitting down now, like we just need, you know what I mean? It takes a minute. We're a small channel, so we like all that because they're still looking on the videos and still seeing what we're doing. So that's still,
we're still growing. We're not fully done yet. We're not a big channel. Like I said, we're sitting at 52 subs. So slowly but surely, this is what getting to that YouTube plaque is going to mean so much, because not only are we growing as people toward this YouTube stuff, but y'all's growing with us because y'all's getting to watch as we get to come up.
Yeah,
it's like you're coming up with us. You know what I mean?
That was my bad.
God dang it!
I was trying to make a beat and it didn't work. So,
but it's like you're coming up with us. So not only will it be a big milestone for us when we get that plaque, but it'll be good for y'all too, because y'all watched the grind, y'all watched the glow up. So that's all we can say, man. Like I said, I'm gonna put our cash apps in the end of this, so that if you feel that you can donate, do it. It's not a must. It's not a want. It's
not mandatory at all.
If you feel like it, cool. If not, no tripping.
Nope.
You're subbed, you're liking, you're sharing. That's plenty.
We'll keep coming with content.
But if you do donate, make sure, whether it be my Cash App or his Cash App, that you put in the little title.
What's it for? Double J
Podcast.
Yeah, just do it that so we know. You know what I mean? We're the only one. Just put Double J Podcast.
Just do Double J Podcast
as your tag.
We know that money is specifically to help build up our studio.
Because that's what we're going to use that money for. And you guys, we'll show you in the process. We might do some lives if that happens. If it happens, you know what I mean? We will appreciate if it does. If it don't, it's cool. You still sub to us.
We're not, like I said before, this is not a must. It's not come with it. It's not fucking us asking for you to do it. It's strictly if you feel like it, because your donations help us get the stuff that we've got going on better. It helps put stuff to, because if we're going to start doing merch, we've got to get shirts, we've got to get hoodies, we've got to get blank hats, we've got to get actual white cups instead of the stainless steel cups, which will work too.
We'll probably use different kind of cups too.
But not only that, but once we get set up the way we want, then we can do, like we said, whatever else gets donated, we can go out and we can get meals to give to the homeless. We can go out, and if somebody's buying groceries and they're short $2 or $3, by God, we can, here you go.
Yeah.
Or, like I did the other day after I left work, it was hot as hell Friday. And I pulled over at Lowe's and got me some cigarettes and a soda. And I come out and I had $3, $4, $5, something like that. And he's sitting out there, sweat covered and just sun beaming down. I was like, man, fuck this. So I got out, gave him that, and I said, here, man, go in there and get you something to drink.
Mm.
And then my kindness inspired somebody else, and this veteran walked up and he pulled out his wallet and gave him another $5 or $6.
But look, kindness works, man. We like to do that. We are kind people. We like to do that for when we see that people need it and not faking it or anything like that. Like you said, he was sweating out there, and there's a reason why he's out there trying to, you know what I mean, cool off.
And see, a lot of people look down on homeless people, but it's not. 95% of the time, it's because some shit has escalated to get to that point. Nobody wants to be homeless.
No, or the war, because our government, man. Our troops serve our country, and they come back with no support, no help. Go to Cheyenne, fucking here. All the veterans in the big cities, man, they don't get the love that they need to. They lost body parts, and still they get a check for the rest of their life. But come on, you guys need to give them the check for the rest of their life. Give them a place where they don't have to worry about that. They need all the essentials. They risk their life for our country. So they should get all that. They work that.
But it ain't just the veterans. I mean, the
No.
veterans is the majority of it, but a
Yeah,
lot of
but-
people, like,
Other people, bad situations, getting kicked out.
Say, for instance, you and your spouse, y'all buy a house, right? And y'all build this house up, have a couple kids, you're there for 20, 30 years. Well, then your spouse dies, your kids are fully grown. You don't want to be in that house alone. So you might fall on financial burdens where you're trying to pay for the funeral, trying to get, your kids' college supplies or whatever, and you just hit a rough patch because a lot of people, when somebody dies, it takes them a few days to recover. And if it's a spouse that you've been with for
That's probably going to take a little
20,
bit
30
longer.
years, it's going to hit you hard. And you might fall on hard times where everything's just fucking burying you.
Yeah.
And then you get in a situation to where you're homeless now. Like I say, it's a lot of people, something escalated to get them there. Nobody wakes up one morning and goes, you know what? I think I'm just going to be homeless.
It's going to be homeless, just right on the streets. No, it's not fun. It's not cool. So no, guys, before you guys judge, you guys should actually think and say, maybe, hey, what happened to this person where he is now? It ain't always a negative thing. Most of the time it's something that's unexpected or life. You know what I mean? But thank you for all the subs.
Yes.
Rock with you. We keep on talking. We do this
We do this every fucking time.
every time. So.
But it's good shit. I mean, well, from that one guy, it's just boring.
but
But I mean, this is basically what a podcast is: two people that sit and talk, and then you interview other people. But
'cause there's so many.
we're not that big yet.
Yeah.
I mean, we could reach out to people like we reached out to Growing Up Rough.
Yeah.
He said that he did his story.
Yeah. That's
which
all he wanted to do.
He did 20 years in prison, went in at 15 or something like that. I can't remember exactly right offhand, but he was in there for a long time. And he started his YouTube channel talking about when he got convicted all the way up until he got released. Well, he's done his story, so now he don't have really anything because he don't want to be repetitive. You know what I mean? And we reached out to him. He got back to us, and he said that he wouldn't. If he did another video, it would be like a collab with somebody else talking about their story or something like that.
So,
But
he knows of us and he talked to both of us. So
he knows of our channel. He knows of us. He knows that we both did time. He knows that we have similar, or we can relate because some of the yards he was at, we were at.
yeah,
And some of the
just
shit
different
he's seen
times.
or experienced, we seen and experienced. Different time frames, different periods in life. But
And each of our time, like he went in 2010, he went, but
he went in back in like 90s.
yeah. So
I went in the 2000s.
and I went.
He went in
2017.
2017. I went in 2000. Actually, my time started in 2009. I went in 2009 and didn't see daylight or the outside until 2014 because I fought my shit for a minute.
Yeah.
But having a public pretender and no money and never being in trouble, she was like, "Oh, sign this 15 or this 20, and you'll be,
Yeah. That's another story, man.
But that's another story. We're jabbering too much. But like I say, I'm going to put our cash apps in the end. If you feel like you can donate, then do it. Like I say, if you do, put, hashtag Double J Podcast or just Double J Podcast. That'll let us know to put that money in a separate account so that we're not using it for dumb shit that we like to do shit with.
Yeah.
And until I think the next video, we might do another story time.
Because I think you guys will like those. We got a lot of stories, man.
But I think, the next one will probably be a story time.
I ain't going to give you no leaks like I did a little bit last time for this one.
But anyway, that's going to do it for us, man. Like I say, subscribe, like, comment, share.
All that, man.
All the good stuff to help push us through the algorithm so that we can continue to grow. We're sitting at 52. Hopefully we'll get to 60 for long, do another giveaway, another live.
Keep on going up, man.
I've actually got to find some more confetti so that we can pop it off again, just not close to your ear like this last time.
Yeah, that shit sound like
Because I didn't know it was going to be that fucking loud.
I still think you did it on purpose. But anyways.
Anyway, that'll happen when it happens. Till then, I'm Justin.
I'm Jeff.
And this is another episode of Double J Podcast. And until then,
Peace.